It's been a long 2 years since the last time we were out in Vegas for Supply Side West, and a lot has happened in those 2 years. It's been hard. Obviously, COVID hurt a lot of companies, shutting down businesses, inflation, supply chain issues, lack of line time from contract manufacturers has hurt a lot of brands' pipelines. And so while I was excited to get back to Supply Side West and reconnect with friends and formulators and raw ingredient providers that really provide so much constructively for the industry, which we don't celebrate enough, was also hesitant with all the issues that we were going to face and all of the hurdles that we were going to hear about for all these brands obviously affect all of us, whether you are a consumer, whether you are a marketer, a formulator in sales, in consulting, or whatever. This has been a hard 2 years. Fortunately, we had the opportunity to travel out this year. Nutrition 21 was graceful enough to bring us out for their own experience of Supply Side. Their crew is so much fun and always get into so many fun things out in Supply Side. And I documented the week so that you guys could see what it's like getting to travel to this show. This is different than 2 years ago. If you watch my vlog from back then, it was new innovation, new data, new everything that was pushing the industry forward. And this year, while there was new data to talk about for New Level and Velocitol, while there was some new technology to go over, I spent so much time with contract manufacturers, raw ingredient providers, formulators, brand owners, talking about the hurdles they're facing right now and talking about what we can do for each other to help each other. So not to say this wasn't an exciting week. It was incredible to reconnect with all these people and talk about what's going to be the next year of sports supplements and innovation and the industry. But I wanted to note, and I wanted to make sure the content shows this year that so many of these people struggled for the last year, and so many of these people are excited to push forward, to solve problems, and to drive this industry that we love so much forward. So strap in and get ready for an awesome ride through Supply Side West 2021. Now, the week started at Ghost Lifestyle's headquarters in Vegas. Ghost Vegas, they call it.
We got energy, we got other stuff.
Are we allowed to say like what's in these? Because obviously a few jokes on one of them.
I mean,
like if you get like a good manufacturer to really talk about, they can talk about timing of ingredients and settling and stuff, but like it's just blending.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Should have seen us in the there was a lot of going around.
Started this thing, we said our vision was to we want to be like the most innovative and the most fun and try to change things up and bring something new. And like, we don't care like necessarily where that goes as long as we're staying true to those things.
You haven't really announced a lot of it, but I feel like you've done a lot of behind the scenes, like so like this isn't actually gonna launch here. We're gonna launch this next year so we can put this here. And it's all been very strategic.
We haven't done any moving around or shifting of anything.
You know, just because the rules change doesn't mean you can kind of crawl up in a ball and go cry about it, which I think some people are choosing to do in the business, right? With us, it's impacted us, but it's not an excuse to stop anything, in my opinion.
It's always a great time hanging with the Ghost team, but after this, we hit Barry's Downtown Prime, so I shut off the camera for the night, had a good dinner, and got ready for the next day, where we got to see Joey Savage actually present for a grant of money for a new technology he's looking to produce.
I believe in relentless innovation. So I think that people can appreciate it when they realize that the product can be more efficacious at a lower dose with a novel delivery system. The main hurdle that we have is in that research plan. We do have that 3-year, 3-phase trial that we have to do, and that is imperative that we have to do that in order to file NDI applications. So you can't go to FDA and get their blessing and their permission without having a substantial amount of clinical data knowing exactly what you're doing with the different compounds and delivery systems you're working with. So I do believe that this will require an NDI application. I'm in full anticipation of that, but we do have it.
All right.
Good. Taco Bell like a couple times a year, and McDonald's. Sit on the toilet right after.
Michael, how often do you go to McDonald's?
I haven't been in like 5 years, but I think I was saying I should go soon.
If you take Zerion, you can go all the time and you'll be
yeah,
swole.
maybe.
Maybe.
We could try it. I don't know if it's gonna make you healthy, but
Isn't that the marketing pitch? It'll take the edge.
it might take the fat storage situation down a notch.
Not being very convincing.
But
So Tuesday we finished off with the Nutrition 21 cocktail hour. There was no real expo this day, so it was awesome that they threw this party because we got to see everyone before the show actually started. After this, we got dinner, we head to our hotels, and rested up for the first day of the expo, where the show really actually did get started. All right, 7 a.m. Wednesday morning, first day of the show. Video's been spotty over the last couple of days because we've been kind of meeting up. I've been kind of meeting up with companies and doing little things before the show gets started, before everything gets hectic, but this is really where the vlog really starts. So, a lot of people drink at these kinds of conventions. I used to do that kind of stuff. I've changed things around. So 7 a.m. in Dragon's Lair with the one and only fitness informant. Let's go. And we're here. Dragon's Lair. Putting together a little pre-workout concoction. A little Fury. A little Vasomax. A little Nitrosgid. Ryan's got legs. I think I'm gonna hit some chest and shoulders. Finished a little push workout. Ryan got his legs in.
Small wheels. Small wheels.
The house of Flex Lewis.
Yeah, Church of Flex.
Everything feels small.
It does. What'd you think of the equipment?
Dude, I've been searching for that tricep machine for years. I love Arsenal stuff.
It's great. Some people say it's overrated. I think some of their pieces are overrated, but I think most of their stuff is legit as fuck.
Listen, I think like it's the equivalent of like Glaxon coming out with a betaine anhydrous supplement. You can get it anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So like Arsenal making a squat rack, it's an overrated squat rack for sure. But Arsenal has some, it's like, you know.
Arsenal hack squat, legit.
Yeah. Glaxon has their specimen, which is like Arsenal's hack squat, you know?
Right.
But some of their stuff is just boring because it's just a commodity, right? After cleaning up, we got ready to hit the actual expo floor. So this is the entrance here, and once we entered, we realized that none of the booths were in the same place for 2 years ago.
Enjoy!
How are you doing? For our partners, most notably Nutrition 21, and notice that nothing's categorized. So you'll see ingredient providers, manufacturers, but eventually we got to the Nutrition 21 booth, which was popping the whole week. Companies that use the product, researchers, formulators, everyone stopped by. It was a gorgeous booth. Last time I did a whole 20-minute video with Sandler.
Yeah.
And this cable was in front of the camera the whole time.
The same, if not slightly better effect on vasodilation with a single dose.
So, pivoting from New Level. All right, just finished up a great lunch. We're here with Scott Welch from Muscle Insider. Incredible story. I hope we're gonna be podcasting tomorrow. I want to do that whole story again with Muscle Tech. I'm gonna make you say it all over again. Scott is a original with Muscle Tech, Muscle Insider, Muscle Mag. Huge Canadian branch before the IOV acquisition. It's an incredible story. So stay tuned. We'll be doing that soon. All right, we're here with Brent Lappy and the Josh Shaw. We're talking supply chain. I mean, it's the conversation this whole weekend, right? I'm sure you...
Yeah, you have to take a drink every time you say supply chain.
I don't know if I can handle that. I don't consider myself a lightweight, but I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, blacked out all weekend.
Yeah. I won't have any business done if we do that.
2020 was didn't want to be in HR. 2021 is you not want to be in supply chain.
Yeah.
Either year you don't want to be in strategy. You don't want to be.
It does feel good to be back, though. So.
It's all right. I appreciate it. It feels good to spit on. Yeah, it feels good.
I'm giving you, like I said, I'm giving you germs. We're getting immunity out here.
No, in person does a lot. Obviously, it's been great to see the brands, suppliers, especially times like this. Some tough conversations are better in person than obviously over email or phone call. So
I'm
it has
sure
been nice.
You're having more tough conversations than Josh is this hour. You have like information to deliver that people don't like.
Yeah, the contract manufacturer right now is the middleman getting sandwiched on both sides. But
well, Josh is telling them what to do after you.
Exactly. I'm the one telling them where to put pressure at. This is a time where actually, unfortunately, you really can only control what you can control.
Yeah. Well, anyway, good luck.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
Thanks so much. All right, so that's it for day one. Headed over to New Live. They have a cocktail hour. Show you guys around what it's like with them. And that might be it for day one. I don't think I have anything tonight. All right, so it is 8:52, and I just realized that I've only eaten twice today. So naturally, I'm eating pizza, because I gotta make up the calories somehow, right? Anyway, quick meal, gonna get this in, and then heading to Ling Ling
for Leaf Labs party, manufactured in California, that we, like to hang around. Gonna go hit this, but probably an early night, because again, I'm waking up tomorrow to go train pretty early. So my days of partying really, really hard all the time at these expos are probably numbered, but every here and there, we have a little bit of fun.
So obviously we stayed out a little bit later than I expected. If you watched Ryan's story on Fitness Inform, you saw we indulged in a little bit of tequila, but we still got up at 5 a.m. to hit it with the original legend. We got in some back, and we even got to try out some of the Monstars this day.
Little back test with the OG legend.
All right, so long morning already. Was up at 6 a.m. to train with Dan and Ryan. Oh, I really kind of trained with Dan. Ryan did a push. We did back. My biceps are already cramping up. But I just finished editing, uploading Ghost Hydration, so check that out if you haven't yet. But now I'm waiting at Overdub Studio in Vegas. We're gonna be filming a podcast. This is gonna be really exciting. I'm not gonna be doing the filming myself. Somebody else is gonna be doing it. So sitting outside with my super coffee. If you guys haven't checked these guys out, definitely check them out. I love their functional beverages, and an outright bar, Velocitol. Get my muscle protein synthesis spiked. Yeah,
which is what I'm most excited about.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to enemies creating some really incredible ingredients that have all sorts of benefits, whether it's nootropic feelings or whether it's fat burning or performance. But Rodeo Prop is one of the cool ingredients from them that you can feel in the acute. So, back in the show for the second day. Today we're really walking the floor, seeing what's out there. Yesterday I spent a lot of time making content, podcasting, doing different stuff, but today we're gonna see if we can find some interesting stuff. See a lot of really incredible booths for some new technology, delivery forms, different contract manufacturing, see if we can focus on this. A lot of manufacturing here, so I'm excited. I wanna see some manufacturing equipment as well. It's always interesting to see, even though we don't really work with much of that. CFAM. There's Fenu Greek, a lot of really incredible stuff. So,
you remember this face? Look at this guy. What do you do now? What are you doing?
I sell estrogen.
The competition. This is a beautiful booth today. You guys remember from the episode 2 years ago?
We changed the color too. It used to be white.
It was all white, gray. You're gonna be. You don't have to explore. We want to see your face. So 2 years ago, we hung out in front of your booth with like some of the most influential people in the industry, including Ben. We gotta bring them back over, including me. But
and Ben.
I'm gonna edit all this out. With Ben. It's just like, I gotta bring Drew next. I gotta bring it back.
Yeah. Where is he here?
Where is Drew? I don't know.
He sent me a picture of the urinal too. But he didn't blur nothing out. It was bad.
Last night, yo, what's up?
What do you think?
I'll take the X.
I'll take both. It depends. When you take estrogen, an XO. When I don't, a large.
Yes. Thanks, the man.
We're actually talking with the actual flavor scientist that makes Bay flavors. So the guy's been doing VPX flavors for over 20 years. If you love their flavors, this is the guy that makes them over here.
Always Dr. Lee.
It was one of the ingredient supplier. It was for the flavor sensitive here.
It's a powder beverage for the most part. We are
All right, we are done with Supply Side West Day 2. I've got the two dynamic duo, Vanilla Gorilla, Fitness Informant, the Nut King, Rennie D. How many other names do you have?
A bunch.
A bunch.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel? Brian, it was your first Supply Side. Drew, well, anyone who watched last year knows that it's not your first Supply Side. Well, how did you feel about this one?
Honestly, it was great to get back full swing, seeing all the industry peeps talking about new ingredients, new innovation, the trends, the ups, the downs, the current marketing, old marketing, all those good things kind of coming together is how it's evolved over the course of 2020 to 2021. I saw a lot of cool things, met with some cool groups. Different emphasis on what is happening within the industry for the supply chain, just the trends. It was always great to be back. I thought overall it was a great experience. It lived up to the hype of supply side, and I thought overall, a very productive expo.
Right.
And I didn't know what to expect because I'd never been to one, but For me, it was nice to talk about like how small our industry is, and an event like this really shows just like how minute small like we actually are in the grand scheme of things. I mean, they're so small, which is not shocking, but when you're part of it and embedded in it, it definitely showcases more. And I love this space, and I love the people in it, so it's been fun.
Cool. Thank you.
So yeah, it was a great week. We got to see a lot of amazing individuals, people that we haven't seen in like 2 years. We saw some advancements in technology, innovation, science, but we also got to sit down and talk a lot about ingredients that aren't making it to the country, ingredients that are doubling, tripling in price, and of course with the contract manufacturers about how little time they have for brands right now. But hopefully you caught on to a lot of the positive notes in the video. Things are opening up, things are moving fast, and we are definitely growing after a hard 2020. As always, it's awesome to meet up with all these people. I can't wait for next year to see where we've gone from here. And as always, guys, I appreciate you making this far in the video. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have any favorite moments from the video, please leave them below. I'd love to hear about it. Other than that, I hope you appreciate the video. I hope it was informative, educational, or just illuminating on something that not a lot of people get to go to. And keep an eye out for longer videos from some of the snippets in here. Ghost, some of the conversations, the podcast with Sarah is already up. A bunch of stuff is going to be coming soon. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great day.
Welcome to PricePlow.